Just because someone calls himself a Christian doesn't mean he really is. And with so many false teachers, and with so many YouTube channels that are spreading so many false doctrines and teachings, that it's evident they're not followers of Christ, or they say to claim. Like this person who has a YouTube channel on Kingdom of the Son of God. In retrospect, he wants to draw in Nazism, something out of Adolf Hitler was promoting back in 1933. Is that something like a Christian should be getting involved with? Nazism, communism, with people like that are displeasing so many people. It's pretty sad that this is happening, and with so many people, it's like just a quarry of the Smart Christian channel, who is falling into this belief of once saved, always saved, or that's like pretty much false doctrine and unbiblical as well. With there's so many problems with today, and also Robert Bakker is another one who's been exposed with false prophets exposed, and with modern day prophets, and why anyone never saw this pandemic coming. Why did modern day prophets not see this pandemic coming? Dr. Michael Brown attempted to answer that, and then inadvertently admitted that the charismatic movement is just full of false prophets. As Pastor Gabe states, if Dr. Brown would start naming names and calling these false prophets down, lives will be saved, Christ will be glorified, and reproach would be avoided. But he won't, as long as he continues running cover for these charlatans. He should be regarded as one of them. And self-proclaimed apostle Chuck Pierce claimed that there would be a shift in this pandemic there by the year I think 21, by the end of the Passover season. And self-proclaimed prophet Tracy Cooke also said that by April 16th, the blood of Jesus would cause the plague to pass over. And both of these men qualified their predictions by referencing Amos 3, Amos chapter 3, verse 7, which says, "For the Lord does nothing without revealing his secret to his servants, the prophets." But that verse doesn't qualify their predictions as legitimate. On the contrary, it exposes them as frauds. And if they understand Amos 3, verse 7, the Lord does nothing without revealing it through his prophets first, then why did none of these so-called prophets of today notice virus pandemic there was about to happen? And evangelist Justin Peters has pointed out in January that Sid Roth featured 20 of his most revered prophets sharing their predictions for 2020 on his programming, that it's Supernatural, which airs on TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network, and Daystar. And what did those prophets claim God was showing them? And it said things like America would be blessed with prosperity, and that there would be a large gatherings of people. But the opposite has happened. America is more bankrupt than ever before. And America is more bankrupt than it has ever been. And who knows if anyone will be allowed to attend a high school football game this year. Of course, with this Wuhan virus pandemic has exposed the Pentecostal and charismatic movement as useless. They cannot see the future, and they cannot stop an illness, and they cannot heal the sick. And the pandemic will likely be the biggest event of the year, if not the biggest news story of the lifetime. And not a single one of their prophets saw it coming. Not a Ken Copeland, nor a Pat Robertson, nor a Benny Hinn, or a Joel Osteen, or Brian Houston, nor Bill Johnson, nor Jim Bakker, or Joyce Meyer, or Beth Moore, or Cindy Jacobs, or Sarah Young, nor Paula White, nor any of these money-grubbing wahoos who claim to receive special revelation from God. The thing else is with these other prophets and other YouTube personalities, with some of them want to go off on this pre-trib rapture and come up with only post-trib and pre-wrath rapture. Of course, it's pretty clear that the early church, immediately following the apostles, held to a premillennial view of Christ coming to earth. And these theologians embraced two truths concerning Christ's return to earth. The idea would be at many moment the return of Christ to rule as their political or spiritual king there. But I digress. But I'm going to be taking a break there and come up with another video. Yeah, I would like to make another video there. In the future, probably trying to elaborate on some of these false teachings with the pre-trib rapture and post-trib pre-wrath, and just so many delusions on some of these people following once saved, always saved. Oh yeah, and there's another movement there that sort of overtook the Pentecostal movement and this prosperity gospel. The thing with the early church is many apostles did hold to a premillennial view of Christ's return. These theologians embraced two key truths about the return of Christ. And there was the idea of that any moment that the coming of Christ rule as a political and spiritual king over the world were advocated by many of these early theologians. Of course, with these partialists and some of these theologians who embraced this doctrine of imminency or the future kingdom rule of Christ. One is the Shepherd of Hermas, which was 95 or 150 years after Christ's resurrection, which is stating that you have escaped the great tribulation on account of your faith, and because you did not doubt in the presence of such a beast, go therefore and tell the elect of the Lord his mighty deeds, and say to them that this beast is a type of the great tribulation that is coming. If then prepare yourselves and repent, of all your heart and turn to the Lord. It will be possible for you to escape it, and your heart will be pure and spotless, and ye spend the rest of your days of your life serving the Lord blamelessly. And of course, true, I think, is Victorian is well known by 270, and he had died at 303 AD, which he stated, and then heaven withdrew as a scroll that is rolled up. For the heaven to be rolled up away, that is, that the church shall be taken away, and every mountain and islands removed from their places. At the minute that in that last persecution all men departed from their places, that is, that the good men were removed, seeking to avoid persecution, according to that article in Essential Christianity. But with that was like Clement there. Clement there is another piece of work, and this false prophecy was extremely exposed on Trump winning 2 terms, or there be 2 presidents at the same time, and that was like on 4 of 2008 in Seattle. It's probably like March. Seattle, Washington, where Clement that prophesied that there would be 2 presidents, and that they shall say, but now there is the 2nd president, and how can we have 2 presidents? Of course, however, what did Kim didn't know, God didn't tell him, is that Biden was fraudulently elected president of United States Corporation Incorporated, started in 1871, which Trump disbanded before leaving office at 12:01 a.m. on January 20th on 21. And on the morning before Biden's inauguration. And this action put the military in command due to the Insurrection Act of September 2018. Therefore, there is currently no president. Therefore, Biden is a fake president who attended a fake inauguration and signed a fake emergency orders in a fake Oval Office, because he wasn't allowed to enter the White House, and the Pentagon withheld classified intelligence from him. And the National Guard turned their backs to his motorcade, as they knew it was a fake. And there are only 3 gun salutes, which are designed for military funerals, instead of the highest 21 gun salute for the head of states. Also, Biden himself is fake, which like a fake president, are attached to Biden attached to his earlobes. What does earlobes have to do with it? The real Biden did not. The real Biden had blue eyes, and fake has brown. And the real Biden has signed with his right hand, and the fake Biden with his left. Of course, they flipped the images right after this was exposed. So there were never 2 presidents at the same time, and Trump will not be serving a 2nd term in the United States Incorporation as Clement. So none of these facts. All true prophets speak for God, but did not God lie to Kim, or was Kim lying? And we know the answer to that. Therefore, Kim's prophecy about 2 presidents is not true, which makes Clement a false prophet. But closing the actor. But my name is William Jurowski. I do credit education as well with financial education, as with United Wealth Education, and with another company with Ameriplan, and they offer discounts in dental, vision, and chiropractic care with telemedicine as well. So if you're looking for ways to earn money from home, extra money, looking for ways to increase your cash flow, send me an email or contact me from any of my social media sites like Rumble, BitChute, or Locals, or Schmooze, which is a link in the description. And don't forget to shake the money tree.